Let's take another live look outside right now. UDOT traffic camera. This is up near Perry along I-15. The rain has been falling. As you can see, wet roads. This was the situation through some of the morning, and we're getting another round of rain here throughout most of the state, at least along the I-15 corridor as we go from the Wasatch Front down through southwestern Utah. We've got a storm moving through the area. As the storm moves west and then further south, as we go into Wednesday night through Thursday, we're going to set up a situation where we have this low pressure system. The upper level flow counterclockwise, it'll produce an easterly flow, particularly as you move here along the Wasatch Front. And with that, we have to think of the topography where as the flow coming in from the east, it moves around the Uinta Mountains and kind of gets funneled here going through Wyoming. Now, the Wyoming flow there is pretty flat, but then that air gets forced over the Wasatch Mountains, the Bear River Range. When that happens, that air of that easterly component really gets compressed. So this is kind of an indication where you look at the mountain range where, again, coming into Wyoming, that air gets forced right near the peak. It's compressed, and then it releases down. We call this that downslope wind event. And as we look here through Weber and Davis County, we're going to be looking at that downslope winds, especially as we go into Thursday morning. That could linger on into Friday morning. The hot zone there will be from Ogden through Bountiful, where we'll see some of the stronger wind gusts, potentially upwards of 60 miles per hour. Other locations up through Logan, more on a range of 40 to 50 miles per hour. That's just a range currently. We'll have to update these numbers as we get closer. We'll keep our eye on that. That's going to be the situation where we can have some concerns for high profile vehicles along I-15 come Thursday morning. Plus, you're going to want to secure your loose items Wednesday night. Be ready for that. Though, let's get you through today. We're seeing the rain here along the Wasatch Front. That's where we're going to see a chance here throughout the afternoon, but then some colder air with a cold front that's going to be sweeping in. This will allow snow levels to be dropping, where overnight we could see even some snow through the valleys. Not expecting to see much in accumulation, but near the benches, maybe sticking to some of the grassy surfaces, and definitely driving through some of the canyons come tomorrow, we could have some issues. So the afternoon commute, it's mainly the rain and the wet roads. So looking at towards late afternoon into the evening, here's this front where we might see some isolated thunderstorms, some heavy rain for a period of time near this front as it moves through northern, then into central and southern Utah. You can kind of see that color change where it's green initially, then green turning over to blue. That's the snow levels dropping. Now, waking up tomorrow morning, we could kind of see again through some of the lower end of the valley floors that mixture of some rain and snow, but definitely some snow along the benches and maybe even some lake enhanced snow bands to wake up tomorrow morning. And then you start to see that snow really beginning to fill and come tomorrow morning, and we'll keep chances of scattered showers going throughout the morning into the early afternoon hours. But then as we go tomorrow night, you start to see that flow change out of the east there through Wyoming here across northern Utah. That's why we're setting up that possibility of some downslope winds going into Thursday morning, but keeping the chances of snow showers for eastern through central Utah heading into Thursday before we finally clear out statewide on Friday. So winter weather in the forecast, especially as you move up in elevation today. We'll be looking at temperatures slightly below average, but with temperatures above freezing. Again, it's that rain in the valleys where we see along the Wasatch Front down through Cedar City into St. George, and then beginning to fill in across eastern Utah here over the next 24 hours. So St. George, chance of some afternoon showers Wednesday. Looks like mostly sunny skies. Some cooler temperatures though, where Thursday we could see some canyon winds and a possibility of some rain on Friday. Nice for the weekend though. We do warm up and looking at 70s next week. Northern Utah, the rain, then a mixture of rain and snow come tomorrow. But again, tomorrow morning, some areas definitely could see some snow sticking towards some of the bench areas. Thursday, it's the wind concern, those downslope winds that could linger on to early Friday morning. Then we clear out and we finally warm up. Good news, like last week, it looks like the weekend plans, you're good to go both across northern and southern Utah.